Hello everybody, Forest month is here again, finally, I believe, with a video which so many of you wait for. It's about Anniv's video about this anniversary tracker, Tops Tracker T3, and so I wait a long time for it. So before I will start, I'll just tell you just few things. I put oil on that sheath, everything. I just covered the leather. What is important, as you can see, I taped this one to prevent slicing. Maybe, I don't know if I said it or not, to prevent slicing when the hook is going out. I'm always worried, it's because I got it on this side, always on the right side. And as I spoke about it, it will, if you will have it on the other side in scout scaring, on the picture made by Tops, you can see it's for lefties. Sorry, I got this for the lefties. And of course you can turn the blade, but you will do some damages on that sheath inside. And if you see here, this is the other side. This is the side of the loop, so the knife is going this way. So a couple of times when I tried to put the knife back in, so I just a little bit sliced a piece of leather here. So this is something else. Simply, where the hook is, it is not really nice to have some thinner, I mean this size, some thinner hole, because it will always do the rounds. I spoke about it. So it will try to, it is going to the cover and going from the corners, so sorry, from corners, and it will, you are really always in a risk you will slice the side. It needs to be, thickness of the hole here needs to be the minimum same thick as this one is, otherwise it will always damage the, you will be at risk. You will not always damage it, but you will be always in the risk to damage it. And also same problem with the saw, as I said. So I believe that if I will simply open the sheath here, open that, so I probably see the scratches on the both sides, I mean from back side and front side of that, from the teeth, because same problem. It is simply like if I want to wrap this one, and because the wrap is thinner than the blade, so it will do this one. Always, just a bit. But how many times you will do it, then you really find something, you know, some problem with the sheath. I don't know, maybe 1,000 times, maybe, I don't know, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. So definitely the sheath for me, I tell you right now, if there will be no the pocket, it will be definitely out of my mind to use the sheath. But I like the pocket there because it's good to have a pocket there for you know, lots of your stuff, which is, as I said, good for fire kit or whatever. Just, you know, say grab the knife and go. That's nice idea, good idea. But I'm not thinking that this execution of it is the best. But you know, but just overall it is nice sheath, and that's important. Nice sheath made of great leather, sorry, and that's everything I trust. But it doesn't mean it is the best sheath for such a knife. Just my opinion. And because the pocket, as I said about the Scout's carry, if you want to use a Scout's carry, you need to put this one into your belt. So basically, it will be really hard for you to take the sheath off your pants or your belt, actually. And if you got something in the pocket, it will be really not so easy to manage anything. There's to take it, you know, if you got it in your bag and you can't see what are you doing. So let's say you can do this one. If you will have just some box like this they're selling, you know, okay, you can take off the box, open it and do something, then stick it in there and put it back. Then probably it will be maybe not that, it is not most comfortable handling anyway, but maybe it will be not that problem. But if that will be not in box and it don't needs to be there, you can have just few few like plastic, maybe waterproof packs, you know, with different things, you know, fishing kits and you know, fire starter, maybe some first aid kits, just you know, small pieces of that separated because you want it, then the handling will be really bad, really bad. So kydex sheath with a pocket on side pocket made of, you know, maybe just custom made from some guy who's working with leather, or just simply buy, there's lots of guys making sheaths and they put it like say Maxpedition sheaths on the top of the kydex sheath, which for me is better way. Even with that, you can simply take it off and put it into your pocket and you will have not that, you know, the wider profile. So let's say you go through a bush. But this is just my opinion. Still, I'm thinking this is more made as a something, you know, special than something special to use. Just something special to see than something special to use. It is just my opinion, as I said. Just, you know, I still believe that simply sheath, this is T1, simply sheath like this one for practical use, it's much more better way. And maybe cheaper one, because I believe this sheath wasn't cheap. Okay, back to the knife, because I believe everyone's, sorry, I got the shit is here, everyone's wait for it. So basically I've got here as you can expect original T3, the anniversary T3, and original T3, original T1, and surprise, I just took it with me because I said, okay, I will just compare it to, can you see me? Oh, Bark River Tracker, just for handling. And this is not full review of the T3 anniversary, because basically, as I just remind you, this is basically same knife as this one is. Basically, just a little bit heavier and with different handle. And what is more important for the practical use is just the handle. Other things are not that important, because I can't tell you how good this one holds the edge just here. I think you understand. I'll need to use it longer as a overall experience, but simply before I make it dull simply. And I can tell you, because of the sharpening, I can tell you right now, I believe that 154 cm on the original T3 tracker will have like better length to hold the edge. So simply it will hold the edge a long time, in my opinion, because it was harder to make a sharp, so it makes a sense. We'll see. This one, on the other hand, is nicely sharp. This one also. They should be equally sharp. I'm equally, you know, paper slice, all of them, all of these knives. So let's start to do something. I'll take this one because this is dried wood. This is dried wood, so it is always a little bit. Okay, I'll do this one. I'll show you the chopping after that. Now slicing. This is more serious and dried piece of wood. My comments will be mostly of handling, how I feel the knife in a hand, because as I said, I am not expecting something really different than from the original T3. What I have found, I can rest my thumb here on the side, because this is really wider. This is 1 centimeter, 1.2 centimeters, sorry. So I can rest my thumb here and simply use it like to more the lead knife. I can't really do it here because this is much more thinner piece. Just comparing the handling now, nothing else than just handling. This is piece of crap, definitely. I got feeling this one bites better. I don't know why. Maybe it's a little bit sharper. I believe that this 35 WN can get better sharp edge, but it will not it will not hold it that long as the 154 cm. I'll be surprised. I don't have any knife which made of CPM 154, which should be a kind of different steel. I think the chemical things, the minerals and etc. are the same, but the way how they made the steel is different. CPM should be crucial, if I say it correctly, which should be a bit better than this one. And Top's not using that steel, he's using the old version 154 cm. It's just personal feeling, guys. It's just personal feeling. The full grip here, especially on the part here. Here I don't have any problems because I can grab it nicely. But here, where normally you are losing the grip because the thinner blade, thinner handle, you can handle it better on this knife, on the anniversary tracker. I feel it in that way. Just original. This is T1. Yeah, this is. Convex is working. I can't say that. The whole convex is simply works better on this one. And the handling, this is kind of blocky. You know, this is kind of blocky compared to both these. This one is more handle in the hand, and this one is nicely, I say, rounded. So I just made this one. There was the chop for better easy slicing. But yeah, this one for this I believe this is more slicey. Something else. So the hollow grind definitely wins in the matter of usefulness. But of course this is longer, which is not that problem. But you feel the heaviness. Spread it to long piece, so even this one, these two are similar heavy. When you grab this one, you feel it in a little bit different way than this one. And of course, if you change it for this is 200 grams down. So this is, yeah, this is very comfortable. This is very effective. Okay. I believe out of Top's trackers, this one wins, in my eyes, for the handling, really. I feel it nicely in all the fingers. Here, these two fingers are great, they have no problem, but in the back side, I start losing the blade, even if I got wraps here. This wrapping is made for chopping, so when I handle this one sits in my palm nicely, so I can do the chop. Here T1 is kind of blocky. This is different kind of feeling. These two got a similar handle. Is in this size they are same, but not here. Okay, carry on. That was the sorry, stop it for a second. Is it running? Yes. So now it's green wood, as you can see. It's really strong wind today. So sorry about the noise. Maybe you can't hear me properly. It's really noisy, but I don't know how many times or where I can go out to do the video. Well, pretty much the same. There is nothing in the handle. You can see. Turn the camera a little bit down. Just for the feeling, yeah. Without the wrapping here, without on the original T3, without the wrapping, that will be definitely loser of this. The anniversary tracker handle for this one is much better, much better. When I grab it here, I feel this like rounded handle sits in my palm. Sorry, I'll set it back. So it sits in my palm nicely. So when I do chopping like this one, I can feel it nicely. Here, in the other hand, yeah. Now I can say now it's really equal because the wrapped handle. So I don't want to say, guys. If you don't mind about just some discomfort when you do small carving, especially if you carry a folder or some another light knife, and you are not worried about 154 cm, and you will have not that S35VN steel, then maybe you don't need that buy this knife for the original price, which I said I will not buy it for original price. I spoke it in my room, but because I bought these two not that far in the price, I don't know how much it was. I said it was about 10%. How much it was? Yeah, wasn't that. 30 bucks, not more. I paid more for this one than for this one, but original price was higher. And then for the original price, I don't think that this one worth it, unless you are thinking about the knife like about anniversary, about something special you need to have it in your collection. If you are a user, you can do to this knife, wrap the handle as I did, and you will be fine, I believe. But this is anniversary. Well, some as I do normally. That S35 VN steel looks like the edge feels like a little bit more sharp. I don't know how, but it is like that. Maybe because the I want to say that smooth structure. That's what is it there better, I believe. And CPM 154 should have something like that. Simply smoother structure inside, which spread the carbides more in better way. I'm not a chemist, so I can't tell you really how that, but that should be the way. When I work with this green wood, it is fine, absolutely nice. This one, this is great. So let's start to do. just for comparing, as I think about that, because this is really personal, I believe. Because this is done, so here I can yeah, I feel it a little bit better than the anniversary tractor, but the little bit is really, I can feel it, but it is not a huge difference in that. It is not something like, wow, I got something. You know what I mean. Sorry? I hope I will do. Can see this one, sorry. Sorry, happened again. Now I prepared the wood for real serious chop. Today is a really strong wind, so sorry about that. Sometimes happen that the camera falls down. Sorry. Moment, please. So I hope you've seen the, I say, working table here, and let's do something. As you can see, plenty of tractors around. So, or maybe you don't see that, sorry. So let's start with the craft wood. There is no lashing in my hand now, so that's craft wood. I can break it with my hand, but just for demonstration. It's crap, as I said. Okay, so not about this one. Try this. Try this. That's why I always bring some kind of different size and weight tool. Springing. Wow. Yeah, I need to be careful. It is dried. It is not hard, that hard, but it's dried. So this is dried wood, so it's not that easy to do it, even when I do slicing. So as you can see, the wood isn't crap, this one, so I need to be careful. Okay, wait a moment. So I believe that that kind of wood, this is oak again, about 6 centimeters, something over 2 inches, oak, seasoned. So it's probably the kind of wood, I mean size, you want to operate with such a knife, which got 5.5 inches blade. So I don't think there is no necessary to chop down a tree with that. Even this sapling, if that will be sapling, simply you can use it to build whatever you want. Strong wood. And as I said, the point of this video is not really what this knife can do by itself, because it is T3, but how I feel it in my hand. Let's try this one. Not bad. So, let's start. Let's start about 3 centimeters. No lashing. So this is not crap, this is real wood, and as you can see, about 3 centimeters, 1.2 inches about, and yeah, the knife can handle it. It could, it could a little bit spring, so it's not that comfortable. But let's say this is moment where you can't turn where you chopping. Otherwise, when you can turn and chop it around, it's always more easy. What about T3 original? Not nice terrain to do it, but can find here now something better. This one was thicker. This is 3.5, definitely, maybe too close to 4 centimeters. It's thicker. Expectably, the handling of the original T3 isn't that comfortable because thinner handle. That's it. About like slipness, I think the new micarta on the anniversary tracker is a little bit better. It has some, like sand structure. Not sand. I don't know how to explain. This you feel it in your hand more. I don't know how to put it. It's not that smooth, like less polished or something like that. Now I can rotate this one. So that was something different, as you can see. And this is something else. Yeah, about 6 centimeters, 2.5 inches about, and hardened seasoned oak, as I said. So this is really a piece of wood, enough for fire. And it's autumn now, so enough for autumn fire. Didn't say winter, but for autumn definitely. For build a shelter and whatever these things, definitely this one. Let's try this one, same piece with the original. It's a little bit thinner. Okay. This is a little bit thinner and about 1 centimeter, and I think I chopped it in better position, but I can tell you with the wrapping on the handle, I remember before I did it, I needed to do a reposition very often. I don't want to say after each strike, but very often. Now it's much more better. As I see, I'm not using lashing. With the lashing it will maybe more comfortable, but I believe on the new tracker anniversary it will be not that necessary. You can work it a little bit longer time without lashing to get basically the same result. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe someone will have different option, different opinion about it. Okay. Okay. T1. I need to make a batoning stick, so I'll try the T1. Yeah, it's much better chopper, of course. So, batoning through the first time batoning with this tracker. This one will make a better way. It's running. I expected it's not running. Okay, so I'm stuck there where the dual point is. You see, that's why it don't want to go that easy. So I pull the knife a little bit out. course. So, hope you see that S35VN steel, first time in my hand. How it's run? I don't see any damage or something like that. Don't know, you know, even it's 5mm piece of steel. But what I realized is the handle, when I smashed here, the one part of the handle, one side is moved a little bit forward. Hear that? Maybe you can, now you can see here on the top one, this one, not here, not the bottom, and you can see it here. Before time, this one was straight. It moved just a little bit, not really much, 0.5 millimeter somewhere, no more, but I need to fix it. So that's different. I didn't have such, I would say, issue, but you know, not really issue. I didn't have that such issue with any of the normal truckers. And the hood, I went through this. You seen this? I was stuck in the knot, and this is oak. So it did well. It did well. I think I've shown everything what I wanted now. Sorry. Slicing, you know, some easy. Okay, moment. Some edges. I'll try to do it here. And this is oak, as I said, so this isn't oak. So with the handling, this is, if I hold it like this one, it is more comfortable. I feel it more comfortable than the normal. These one are these. So as you can see, I can't do it. So you can use the hawk for it, definitely. As you can see, this is not the best wood to make kindlings, because seasoned oak isn't the best option if you can avoid it. But in this handling, guys, wow, in this handling, pretty nice, pretty nice. So that was that. Drill with the tip will be the same like with T3. I know better choices for that. We've seen the saw, we've seen the chopping, but basically everything, and batoning, of course. Stubbing is, you know, basically the same. Can you see that? Of course, much better here. You got better grip, definitely. So, something to say as a final. I believe if you are not collector, it is not necessary for you to buy this anniversary tracker if you don't want, especially S35VN steel, because the knife is quite expensive. It's close to my Bark River tracker, I mean in the price, but there is still a gap. Bark River is still significantly more expensive, and so you can buy the original T3, I believe. For the sheath, definitely, in my eyes, the T3 sheath, the Kydex, is better way. So I will probably do the sheath for that anniversary tracker. Even as I said, I like the pocket, but maybe I'll manage. I'll put some, as I said, some, let's say Maxpedition pocket on it. So that will be, I think, better way to spend some money for materials sometime. But you know, I'm still, you know, the leather sheath confused me a little bit. I'm confused of that because I don't know what exactly it should be. If they're really meant to be used, and there are some things, you know, if that will be not the tracker, if it will be some normal kind of knife with, you know, bowie or drop point or whatever these kind of blades, there will be probably not a problem. What I think is the hook on the one side and the saw, the teeth on the other side, are the big problem for that kind of sheath. And as I said, for the scout carry on the back, you want to do something in the things, your stuff, you got it in the pocket, will be a little bit tricky in my eyes. And take off the knife, I mean the sheath out of your belt. If you go there, there will be definitely, you need to take off basically all your belt. Then you can do it with a clip from T3 or T1 or T2 and T4. Actually, these are the same. So I don't think that will be a problem. It's, I think, better option. So if you don't want especially this knife at 35 yen and with kind of better handling for significantly higher price, if you don't have some special prices I did, then better T3, better will be to have T3, the normal version. And if you got definitely T3, or if you got it already, the normal version, and you are just thinking, oh, shall I buy this, as I did, the anniversary tracker? If you don't want to have it only as a collector piece, I don't think it's better. I don't think it's good. Simply, I don't think so. I mean, for the money, if you got it already, so you don't get something super extra. No, you get for much more money. Even for the T3 is most expensive of the tracker normal series, then you need to spend much more money and you will get just a little bit, you know, the steel, hard to say, don't know yet. As a chemical it should be better, but how it will hold and everything, what it will do, I don't know yet. The handling is better for me, not for everyone. If you got shorter fingers, as I said, and simply smaller hand, maybe that will be also not good for you. I was surprised when my friend told me. I said, because we expected to buy the knife each of us, and he just stayed back and he had something else to buy, and then he came to my house and tried to say, oh, I'm glad I didn't buy it because I don't feel it's such nice as I do the normal T3. So he bought T2. So something that's a little bit else, as I said, but still tracker. So I don't think it will be necessary. Simply, if I say the best knife out of my trackers, all of them, include the bark river, for as a one-tool option, bark river tracker. It's nice handling, hollow grind, do the job. Even the 8.2 tool still, you know, if there will be the bark river made of CPM 3V, then there will be nothing to discuss. What I only miss is the saw. Someone says the saw is not necessary. I believe it's not necessary, but always it is something. You got simply another tool you can use even with you, so you don't need to do it. So I bought these tops mini saws. I got packs of these. Now it is with me and I will do tests for them, but there's plenty of them, so it's not something super special. But I believe this one can help to etch my knives without the saw, because sometimes you can use it for, you know, bones or some materials which you can damage your edge, or simply the wood will be so hard and you got a really super sharp edge and you don't want to, not to destroy, but make it dull because the super hard wood or, you know, hard materials. Then the saw can help to you and you can mark things and simply that. as I said, it is advantage for me, and the counter on that is that you can't that much grab it from behind, from the back side, and do some scraping movements. You can cover it, I mean, from the back. You can put some piece of wood like that, cover it, and simply do it this way. You can use your gloves or simply these things. So sorry. So it will be probably not a big problem. And someone says it destroys your batoning stick. Well, that's the one thing which I definitely don't care about. So if I destroy it, so I make another one, and it takes a time to destroy. Otherwise, okay, if you've got really super soft wood full of water, then it will destroy it very fast. That's, yeah, I believe, but there is nothing really. If you are in that area, you don't need to probably baton that hard wood. Probably, I don't know. That's just my opinion. So in my eyes, it is there. Another weak point of the trackers, in my eyes, is the relatively dull tip. It is simply tip for like axe or something like that. So you can pierce through something, but definitely don't do any leather works. I don't think so. It will be good. And for stabbing ability, I mean, to finish some game you hunted, well, it will be bad choice. There is plenty of choices as a sight on the side to have, which you can use it for it, and you can have it with your tracker. So out of these, the tracker, I think Bark River tracker is as a one tool option the best of them, in my eyes. But as you start to think, oh, I take this one, I take this one, well, then you got plenty options. And then of course T1 is something similar, and it has just, in my eyes, only advantage, it has the same weight but in more compact size, and that's very important. For some reason you can say, oh, that's because the blade on the tracker T Bark River is 3 centimeters longer, so you can't really compare it. It's not just a little bit, it's really. So if you say you want to cover it under your I don't know, jacket or something like that, then you probably can't really cover Bark River tracker. And T1 tracker you can, and also T3 tracker, each of them you can, with the anniversary tracker with the more wider handles. Then it could be a little bit more worse because it will make bulk on your hip or somewhere there. So that's it. I wish to have T1 made of S35 VN steel with a hollow grind. That will be, I think, super choice for many things. And compact, that's important, compact. As I said, Bark River tracker made of CPN 3V, then tops. T1, the original, even is heavy, and you know, for some people, weight, design, everything, it simply works. And with better steel, maybe better options. Rust resistance was important. 1095 is simply 1095, and if you are somewhere where there is lots of wet, I don't think so. So sorry for this long video, and sorry about the wind. Is really strong, as I said. Thank you, have a nice time, and see you next time. Bye.